Excellent. Welcome to today's live stream. Hello, everybody. Today we are doing something special. I am actually uploading to both TradingView and YouTube at the same time via two instances of OBS. The result is TradingView stream is going to work as usual, but over here, the YouTube live stream is going to be in 4K with 30 megabits per second upload speed. So this is in crispy clear 4K. It's beautiful. Come on in. Okay. Okay. So I haven't popped out the chat yet or anything, so I'm going to be swapping a lot to make sure everything's okay. Because I don't have the app that allows me to pin things on top of my desktop. Anyway, I'm going to drop these links over here in the Discord. Just give me a second. Here's the TradingView stream. Here's the YouTube stream. Copy and paste at everyone. I'm live. Awesome. And I've even isolated thanks to the Chrome window, so you don't have to watch me mucking around in settings all the time. Excellent. All right. Well, why don't you guys come on in? I will be happy to answer any questions you might have. Okay, where to start? Question. Do we have any questions that were dropped in the live stream questions channel? Yes. Link, what is happening? Yeah, Link is, I heard it was acting up today. I need to take a look at that daily mean inversion pivot. Yeah, we are directly on top of that pivot. It's now or never, and we're actually bouncing on the low end of the fractional locks as well. So this is the make or break moment for Link, I would say. Either we bounce off this value and we see trend continuation, or rather just maybe compression, you never know. You could bounce sideways on this for as long as we want, really. But if we actually do crash below this supporting pivot, we are going to see long-term compressionary mean inversion, which pretty much just means that we're going to go sideways for the rest of the year, at least. Sideways and down. So this is a very important pivot for us to defend at this current time. It's now or never for Link, essentially. Which also means it's an excellent profit ratio. If you would like to enter now in attempting to bet on trend continuation, you could double your money. Looks very, very, very nice. So I do encourage you to take a look at Link on lower time frames. In fact, we can do that as well. It's quite possible that we are going to see a mean inversion pivot. Okay, we haven't. See a mean inversion pivot generate based on this period here. Yeah, wow. Okay. It's active bullish. So that is fantastic. So what's happening here is we've active. Oh, wow. No, I don't trust this mean inversion condition because it's not connected to the floor of the 3-wave PM. So that's riskier. Never mind. All right. And you guys are welcome to ask me questions on YouTube or TradingView. I will take a look at both. SPY, please. It would be my pleasure. Weren't you here in the last live stream? Thank you for tuning back in. This is the one you want, right? Let's do it. Okay. I'm curious what this 3-wave family is. Okay, it's a really low period, so we need to go on a lower time frame. But this here does generate its own deal of mass. Hold on. What's the ticker for the overnight candles as well? I'm sorry. Can I just do ES1? Is that acceptable? I'm gonna do that. One moment, please. ES1. Is this the same thing? Is this the same thing? It looks like it. Just about. Yep. Okay. So okay. So what are we looking at here? Active bearish downtrend. So the reason I'm doing this instead of this one is because I care about intraday candles, which means we get better defined pivot. And from the looks of it, the pivot is holding very nicely. Might consider shorting here myself based on this pivot here. I would like to see that rejection. There's a very good profit ratio here on the 1 hour chart. See if we can't define something else on the lower time frames as well. Perhaps a compressionary condition forming based here. This could be quite profitable, and I might take a position. Because ES1 is my most traded contract. In fact, I should probably just stop paying for the other contracts. So I pretty much only trade this contract. Yeah, the data for it, excuse me. Let me get my energy drink, because I like energy drinks. Excellent. Okay. "15-minute is neutral compressionary. 5-minute. Showing us nothing. Okay. What about the 30-minute? Okay. 30-minute implies bullish. So this is conflicting. We're gonna have to do look at the wave PM here. Okay, what is happening? We have the 300 period. I'm just gonna change this to ES1 as well. Interesting. It's registering as 300 on both 30-minute and 1 hour. That is very atypical. Okay. How do we trade this? Do we trade this? What's the 45-minute look like? 45-minute is also implying rejection. Okay, so why is the 30-minute chart giving us an active mean inversion? So what we need to do is take a look at the mean inversion pivot here and pull back 30 candles. Shoot. 300 candles, excuse me. 1, 2, 300 candles. Okay, so it encompasses all the data, which is correct. Here, the pivot is also 300. If we pull back from the mean inversion pivot, 300 candles. That's very atypical. Yeah, there's actually a cat with charges watching. I'd love to get his thoughts on this. And I would pull up in multi-charts, but I didn't set up the OBSs to actually be see multi-charts. So how about that? We're not generating any compressionary conditions. As far as CLCPs go, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty fuzzy reading. Very hesitant. If you like, you could do a pretty high risk. I'm saying high risk because of the fuzzy pivot of 0.3% to the upside. If you could just short that range. might end up better off. Okay. What else are we looking at? Can you take a look at VLX on the longer time frames? Yes, I can. Oh, okay. What do we got here? The chart. So the one thing I will mention is that mean reversion here is very low resolution. It's the 20 period. So in order to get a good reading on this, we do need to go to lower time frame. But let's check out the weekly. Oh my goodness. Every period is below 0.4 on the weekly. Are you kidding me? Yo. That is ridiculous. Hold on. I need to send this to Kat. That is very, very interesting. That implies very high potential energy, and it is all positively weighted. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, so this implies very strong trend. That's incredibly bullish. All right, let me show you the last. We'll go to the daily chart, and I'll show you instances where everything is below 0.4, because it's a very rare signal. Let's just see if we can find something. Christ, even when everything is below 0.7, it results in a strong trend. This is incredibly rare on the weekly chart. I trying to think of another instance where this has happened. Silver, I think. Let's go weekly on silver. I think this has happened before. Hasn't. Jesus. The closest thing was this cross here. This is pretty interesting. So you have your CLCP formation here. The candle it breaks down, you get your wave PM cross, results in break of long-term support, 15% downside. So let's go back to VLX. I'm just in awe to see this. That is just phenomenally rare. How, and even on the higher time frames. Christ. Okay. Okay. That is very, 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 very bullish. And we can define trend on the 4 hour. So it's 4 day, excuse me. Oh. Yeah, if you don't want to trade this quad CCI, go ahead. Screw it. Take the 14 period CCI roll-ups. The implications of hard trend on higher time frames. thought BLX was a Binance coin. Oh, it's index for the long-term history of Bitcoin. XRP USDT. Okay. So the thing with XRP is we need to also look at the Bitcoin pairing at the same time. So okay, so sure, you're getting compression here. And the reason that it's doing this is because Bitcoin is going up. So let's just put this 3 ways. Okay. So this is like 1-to-1 inverse confluence. All right. So if you have Bitcoin in hard trend starting here, which is here, which is here, okay? All right, Bitcoin started a hard trend here. So at this exact location, XRP started a hard trend down, right? So this is technically not bullish. This is just XRP maintaining its value. And it's doing so by hard counter trending Bitcoin. So I wouldn't play it. Like, sure, you're on the swing low of your CLCP, which could be a buy signal, but the context elsewhere is mediocre. Okay. It didn't have the wave PM cross, like, to be. It's really clean. All right. What else you guys got for me? Is that it? We done? You guys got 1 minute. Might be it. Quick question. How's the YouTube stream quality, everyone? Are we happy with the new setup? The crispy ultra 1440p? I know I am. All right. Yeah, I have done link, but I'll just give you the rundown. It's easy. Essentially, in the link daily chart, you're on a long-term trend pivot, this right here. And look how clean this is. Like, come on. This has been supported 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. Now we're directly on top of it. We need to either go up here or we enter long-term compression, which is this. So pretty safe buy here because you could just stop out and forget about it. Okay. So please, yeah, okay. Okay, it's super volatile, so getting a good trend pivot's kind of hard. Let's try the 2-day. Yeah, that's clean. 450. Trend pivot is currently 2038. It's pretty far away. So it's dangerous. Try the 4 hour. See what we got. This is bearish expansion, which should generate its own mean reversion condition, which it has followed. Okay, 1 hour, we're just going to see bullish MR here. But it's also going to give us a swing high and a swing low. So you are looking for a 22 period CCI roll-up if you want to take the long, okay? Or you could attempt to short 24.95, a little bit more risky. But you're in the middle of a compressionary range with no implied direction, so I would wait. You do have defined signals for trading swing high and swing low, so you can do it. Real quick on BQX, yeah. Look at BQX pretty recently. On Mac. Yeah. So we've generated this MR pivot here, and we are now trading laterally as defined by it for the next, probably the rest of the year. So we're probably going to do this. Okay. If you have the tools to define range trading, I would do so. Looks like we do have a CLCP here forming on 942 to 1221. It's a pretty big range. Let's see if we can find on a lower time frame. Because if that's tradable, then cool. We do have an implied expansion there, but it's already tapered off. 4 hour, how are we looking? Active bearish MR, we're directly on the mean. Swing low for 942. Would you look at that? It's also the swing low of your bearish MR condition. So if by some chance we do decline to 945 to 960, that would be a very reliable buy, I would say. And you would be able to swing that up 30%. So very interesting, right? Because you get that confluence here, swing low mean reversion condition at 948. And on the daily chart, you have the swing low of your CLCP, which is at 64. Yeah, so if you want to buy that range, be very well off. It's good. Looking into that, explained it very well. My pleasure, my dude. 7 watching. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, but somebody needs to tell me how the stream quality is. And how's the audio? Is it good? Do you like it? I'll also start using my webcam again because that's relevant. Do that. Thanks. You're welcome. Also, while you're all here, you guys should buy my dice. Buy my dice. Look at all these dice I made. Look at that. I made these. I made all of these. Beautiful. Wow. Actually, I made half of these. The other half of my partner. My partner, Ben, he made the other half. So, yeah, come fund my Kickstarter. And, it's a very specific thing. All right. Yeah, that's it. Been a pleasure, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. MST. Have a good one. Ciao. Bye-bye.